4 feet tall. So we're looking at a 12-foot monument here to honor our canines in this community. Yesterday, I was able to put my hand on that statue for the first time before we quickly covered it up. And I encourage you to do the same when you come up here. Touch him. It's Bane. It gives you goosebumps, and it brought me to tears. That's my boy up there. My boy is going to be with me every single day when I come to work. His favorite thing to do in that squad over there is when we would come down Howard Avenue, we'd turn on Packard, and he would start barking and crying. And even when he comes to work with me now in my Jeep, he still, as soon as we turn the corner, he starts whining, and he sits up and he looks out the window. He will be forever here at this police department. And as you notice, K9 Riggs is also on there too, because he's already given us 2.5 years of service as well to this department. And so it's important that we honor every single one of our dogs that works for this community. When Bane and I started what I believe to be our last journey together, I never thought in a million years that he would be here next to me to celebrate this moment. In fact, when I went to the Common Council in September to get the approval for the placement, Bane came with me, and I told him then that I didn't think he was going to be here. Kristen told me she needed another 2 months to complete the statue, and I cried because I had a struggle with, well, Bane may be able to make it till May, but I don't think he's going to make it till July. But he's here. She built me a bronze urn that we were actually going to put his ashes inside of and mold it and put it inside of the statue. Well, now it's a paperweight, and it's actually my car. I was going to bring it out here to show you, and it shows how important it's not to me because he's not inside of it. And if you'll humor me for just a couple more minutes, the statue originally was just going to be a generic German Shepherd, but it quickly became a Bane statue. This does not mean that Bane is any more important than the thousands of canines currently walking beside their handlers across this nation or any other of those that came before us. This Bane statue represents the unique bond that handlers are privileged to have with their working dogs. It truly is the best job in law enforcement, and I was blessed to have Bane at my side for over 7 years. This bronze Bane represents the journey that all handlers walk with their partners and the community support that surrounds these journeys. One of the most humbling parts of my journey is the amount of support I've received. The kindness of complete strangers proves that law enforcement and our canines truly are appreciated and supported on a worldwide level. Many of you here and watching online have walked this path of grief and loss. K9 Bane represents strength, dignity, and perseverance. He is a fighter and has helped hundreds stay in their own fight. I question why an insidious disease such as DM plagued Bane's body over the last few months, and I've realized that through it would appear that and over the last few months, I've realized that even though it would appear that I've had to take care of Bane, he is still taking care of me and his community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because of the generosity of so many, all of you standing here, my boy will always be with me and serve as an ambassador for our courageous working canines.